All right, everyone, welcome inside the HSBC Women's World Championship Virtual Media Center. We are here with Inbee Park. Once again, if you have any questions for Inbee, please make sure you let me know in the chat function of this call so then later I can open it up and then call on you to unmute. But I want to get things started with G real quick. On a scale of 1 to 10, how do you think he fared on this first day?
Oh, I think I'm gonna give him 10 and probably 10 for the rest of the week. I mean, because I'm just really thankful that he's just doing this for me and in this heat and it's in a very tough conditions. So yeah, I'm just really thankful that he's just carrying the bag. I don't need an exact number. I don't need anything. I just need him next to me. That's all. They're just carrying the bag.
I remember you saying that during the AIG Women's Open that it's like, hey, he might not give me the numbers, but he's on the bag and I love every minute of it.
I
How
know,
much were you
yeah.
enjoying yourself out there with him again?
Well, I mean, it's both. We're really enjoying ourselves out there. I mean, I didn't even know what score I was shooting today. I was just going the hole by hole. We're like, oh, it's 14 to go, 13 to go. We got like 3 to go, and I just had fun out there with him. I hit a lot of fairways and greens. There was really a stress-free round, and I was able to read the putts really well with him. So I think that really helped.
You're right. You hit every single fairway and 16 of 18 greens. You went bogey free today. When did you really start to feel as comfortable as you were out there? Do you think maybe in the beginning, or was it just something that just happened all the way through?
Yeah, I mean, just start at the beginning. I mean, I think we started the day, pretty solid, and I was just giving myself a little less warm up time this week. I usually allow myself like an hour. I was only doing like 40 minutes, this morning, just trying to get my energy level not so down. So I think that worked out good.
I was going to say, because of this heat, you really have to prepare for it. I know we were just talking about how you're not much of a heat person, as you said, but you're thriving under these conditions here.
Yeah. I mean, I don't like the heat, but that doesn't mean that I'm gonna play bad in the heat. So I mean, that's a different story. I still, really, trying to concentrate on golf. When it's, quite a distraction, obviously, with the, very hot weather. My husband always jokes because he likes the heat, but not this heat. But he likes the heat, but I always like the cold. And my dog Rio, he has big hair, a lot of hair, so he really likes the cold as well. So we're both in like in a cold zone and he's always in like a hot zone. So like, but I mean, I asked him today, like, so do you really like the heat or you like the cold? He said like, yeah, definitely cold. So
Especially after toting the
Yeah.
bag in these kind of conditions,
Yeah.
because it's very different from the last time he was on the bag, as we talked about.
Yeah, it's a totally different weather. I mean, he caddied for me in the AIG Women's Open, and I mean, it was probably about 10 degrees. I mean, probably like, yeah, 10 Celsius, 10 degrees Celsius. So it's, quite 20-degree difference. So he's going to have to work hard this week.
Once again, if you have any questions for Inbee, please make sure to utilize the chat function here, and then I'll be able to call on you. You had a couple of great birdie opportunities, and you really were able to capitalize on all of them. What do you think worked best for you today? I know you said you were hitting it well. Hitting those fairways and greens definitely helps, but you've talked about in the past couple of events how putting has really been what you've been trying to improve upon, and that's definitely what we saw today.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, because today I hit a lot of great, shots, but probably left myself a lot of 10 to 15 footers, and I was able to make most of them, which has been the difference this year. Holding putts when you need to hold, especially like 10 to 15 footers. That those percentage in the last few years wasn't that great, but this year has been a little better. So I think that really paid off this week. Today.
You're a two-time champion of this event. When you are on your roll here, even during a first round, do you think about those memories of how well you did at Sentosa?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely reminded me of, some good memories when I was playing good out there today. Just, guessing myself if I could, raise this trophy again this time. I mean, I definitely thought about it, and the good memories definitely make me concentrate even harder. So.
All right, with that, John Wong. John, if you'd like to unmute yourself and ask a question.
Yeah, thanks. Congratulations, Inbee, on your round today. I know you gave your husband a 10 for his score. What will you give yourself today, and do you think you can do better over the next few days?
Well, I think probably about 9 for me today. I just misread the last part. That was just a -1 there. So.
And I mean, are you surprised how well you're playing? I mean, given the fact that you started off the season with a win, and you've been playing pretty consistently over the last few tournaments as well, and to open this tournament with a 64. I mean, what do you think has been the reason for such a strong start to the season?
Um, I think is putting definitely has improved a lot this year. Starting the first event, I putted quite well, and since then I got some good confidence after the first week in Kia, and obviously putting is the score, and that has been quite good this year.
And just sorry, one last thing. You mentioned that last part that you misread. Is that, I mean, are you such a perfectionist that that's going to bug you for the rest of the day, or have you just erased that already from your memory?
I'm really not a perfectionist, and even though I missed the last part, I mean, my husband said, "Oh, we could have read that a little more correctly," but I just told him it's okay. That's the only one we missed pretty much. So just we'll let it go, and yeah, it's a new day tomorrow.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you, John. As we start to wrap up here, Inbee, this is definitely a gettable course. We have seen it in the past with some of these numbers, and also you showed it today. How are you planning on taking even more advantage of this course tomorrow?
Well, I mean, this course is, there are a lot of holes that we can, hit a lot of shots close, shorter holes, but there is definitely number 11, 12 is definitely, very long hole for me. So, what I'm trying to concentrate is not to lose shots on those holes and trying to make, as many birdies as I can on the short holes. And yeah, my concentration this week is number 11 and 12 because, I probably hit about, hybrid or 5 or 3 wood into the hole. So, I'm trying not to lose shots in those 2 holes, which I did today. So yeah, that's my key focus.
Well, hopefully we'll come back tomorrow and we'll discuss number 10 and 11 and look maybe for some improvement. But thank you for this, Inbee, and thank you everyone for joining us.
Okay.